So hurry up. Call me before I fall asleep again. And it's full of heat. Wintertime's as cold as ice. The right words from the right man start my inner fire glowing.
Adults only.
Call 1-800-967-HEAT and talk about whatever.
Knitwear in natural colors make the strongest statements in the spring collection from the Milan house of Les Copains. Body-conscious pullovers, tiny crop sweaters, and clingy dresses are standouts. The Les Copains looks include shirt tails peeking under vests, beachwear teamed with shirts and ties, and layers of lightweight knits. Les Copains' Mario Bandiera tells me this season is about minimalism.
Yes, it's minimal, but minimal is seen through the eyes of Les Copains. There's no exaggeration, so the silhouettes are easy. Shapes and colors simple. Fabrics lightweight. And everything is done with a sense of humor. There's not one story this season, but many stories. And of course, since knits are our bread and butter, we have a strong knitwear collection filled with sweaters, pullovers, and dresses.
What are the colors in the different groups?
The feeling throughout the entire collection evokes nature, so the colors are natural. They're inspired by wood and jute and cord, so there are a lot of beiges and indigo blue. Then, of course, black and white for the evening. No real brights at all this time.
Is layering important?
Yes, layering is still important. For example, pairing overalls with a vest looks fresh to us. 2, 3, even 4 light pieces of clothing piled on top of one another in just the right way is young and fun.
Any swimsuits?
We have 1- and 2-piece swimsuits in this collection. The 2-piece are bra tops teamed with either very tiny shorts or bicycle pants, which are always popular. And our beachwear can always be worn with a man's shirt and tie. It has a collegiate look to it, and it's in blue and white. There are strong Les Copains colors, as well as part of every nautical or aquatic theme.
Have you used many accessories?
We have all the hats and scarves and bags as usual, but our strong accessories are the shoes. Our shoes always complement the looks of the collection. This time we use lots of sneakers and lots of slippers for daytime. The inspiration for some of the shoes is from North Africa and Morocco, so there are sandals. There are no platforms at all this season.
Great. Hair and makeup.
It's exactly like the collection, minimal. The faces of the models are washed, very clean, kind of matte looking. And the hair is sort of wet and a little disheveled. So shiny hair and pure faces work really well together.
That's Mario Bandiera and the Les Copains Spring Collection. Pika makes romantic outfits for feminine women. See it all when we come back. For spring, Paris designer Lolita Lempicka cuts a long body-conscious silhouette in luxurious fabrics. She uses light layering to give a modern twist to outfits inspired by the turn of the century. Lempicka tells me antique-looking clothes have always been close to her heart.
J'aime depuis toujours. Disons qu'il y a quelques années.
I've always loved the past. I once even had a boutique where I sold antique clothing. I love to use ideas from the past to create new clothes. Take a corset, for example. In the past, it served one purpose, but today, put it over a dress and it's something else entirely. My clothes are very feminine, romantic, and very fluid, even when they're cut close to the body.
What fabrics have you used?
De la soie.
Silk, tulle, viscose, linen, and wool. Many very light fabrics, such as chiffon. I love mixing different fabrics and textures together.
What are you doing about lengths?
I'm using lots of layering to combine lengths. I especially like long this season, but I also think long over short looks modern. And I show some short looks by themselves so you can see how they work alone, compared to the way they look when teamed with some of my other pieces.
And the colors of the collection?
A lot of ecru and white. I'm using naturals and pastels mostly, but the pastels have a faded, antique feeling. And of course, black for evening.
The prints are all floral?
I've done small little seedling kinds of prints, and I've spaced some of the prints wider than others. They too have this antique feeling I'm talking about.
And the inspiration for the prints?
Again, the early 1900s or thereabouts. Silhouettes which put the emphasis on the bust, lots of empire looks.
They're all on dark backgrounds.
Il y a aussi quelques pastels, mais assez sombres, oui.
Most of them are on dark backgrounds, but some are pastels. What I particularly like doing is mixing prints. I think it looks fresh.
tell me what you have done for evening. Lace, see-through fabrics, ostrich feathers.
Beaucoup pour le soir. Énormément.
I've done a lot for evening, an enormous evening. There's lace and sheer and feathers, yes, but crochet too. Again, I'm interested in mixing it all up. So there's crochet and lace together, and I put big clunky shoes with a chiffon dress. I've treated the feathers a little differently by using them as collars, even as necklaces. For me, these looks are younger, more contemporary.
That's Lolita Lempicka with her spring collection. Now, Eisen uses silvery metallics for the shine of the season and does simple, easy shapes with a down-to-earth attitude. I'll show you more after this.
Stylizers from Revlon.
Shiny and energetic spring from New York designer Mark Eisen. Eisen builds his collection around dynamic jackets that are tailored to allow movement. He uses lurex, satin, and sequins for shine and polishes his black leather to a luster.
I want something very free, something very positive, something very up and fresh and very much about movement and very much about speed and very much just a very positive feeling.
Does that mean lots of color?
It incorporates color, but it's very much of the attitude of the silhouette, the attitude of the hair and the makeup. It's moving away from the very soft and layering to something very fresh, something that is just positive, something that one can move and is cutting a woman's a jacket on the body and sculpturing it on the body that is great for movement. It's almost like a shrunken silhouette, but yet it fits all sizes.
So it is a more constructed look.
It's tailoring, it's soft tailoring, it's femme tailoring, and it's very sexy, and it's cut really on the woman.
So the jacket is very important.
The jacket is one of the key silhouettes. I mean, it's about a freshness. It's just about something that it's about movement and something very... One can feel it, it's unconstricted. It's very much about that upbeat speed kind of energies.
What have you done for evening?
It's really the message of spring is day and evening as one look. And the feeling of it is the idea, the freedom to move from day into evening. So traditionally where a show starts with day and then leads into evening, he has a reality of just like real life. She goes from day, she goes from evening. It's the freedom to do both.
So we're getting closer to reality-based clothes.
I think that's the reason why I put the ramp on the stage. I mean, pulled it down to on the floor. We've got to take fashion to the people. And I think the exciting thing is when you have a look at the clothes on the runway, you've got to be able to take those clothes and walk off them in real life. I mean, the idea of fashion on these high stages right up there is really fantastic and grand and fabulous for the magazines. But for the people out who love fashion, who enjoy, we've got to get them into fashion.
That's Mark Eisen with his spring collection. That style for this week. Please stay tuned. From New York, the easy tailoring Richard Tyler gives his trademark jackets.
Jackets are like shirts, and the dresses are very light and thrown together. There's a lot of fabrics that we worked on, and like Duchess satin, we had dipped in soy sauce.
Tuniche su giacche a camicia.
The jacket is always one of the most important pieces in our collection. We've added new lightness to the cut so that they can be layered easily. They're more like shirts or tunics. You can wear one of these lightweight jackets over a transparent blouse, and it becomes like a twin set.
And in Tokyo, modern men...
Very, very competitive personality.